Lewis Kelly,
Saliba Kepa,
Merino Madueke,
Rice Dauman,
Martin Zubimendi,
Set for Gyökeres,
Calafiori,
Timber David Raya,
Norgal,
Kai Havertz Odegaard,
Gabriel Eze,
Mosquera, Ben White, Jesus,
Leandro Trossard, Convection, make it happen.
North London forever. We are the Arsenal. The Arsenal. ¡Vamos Arsenal!
Are we done yet?
Go, go, go!
Hello and welcome to the Clash of the Red podcast. Although this isn't the Clash of the Red podcast today, this is a celebration of the Arsenal. 22 years without a league trophy, finally coming to an end. 22 years of hurt. 9 months of me having to listen to these jabronis week after week, goading me about how Arsenal have failed miserably over the many years. But that has finally come to an end. We've got the United boys, Mr. Forex trader himself, Dr. Omar Munshi. How are you, my man?
I'm good. How's everyone going?
All good. And we have the Pringle man himself, Mr. Once You Pop, You Can't Stop, Uzi Dawg. Today's your day of reckoning, man. How are you?
I'm good. I would say I'm good. Look, you see this here? Look, that's the death of football, bro. That's why there's no light in my room today. Good to see you, man.
And if it isn't the Asian James Corden, Dr. Zahid Sheikh, representing the worst Premier League defending champions of Liverpool. How are you?
I'm just waiting for this pod to be over, to be honest.
We were meant to have gone live yesterday. In fact, we were meant to go live on Monday, but obviously it was Arsenal versus Burnley. And yesterday I had to be there live at the Emirates. As many of you have seen some of the images and pictures, it was absolutely buzzing. Approximately 100,000 people descended upon the Emirates Stadium yesterday, which was just incredible, amazing. Where do we begin? Boys? How are you feeling after finally Arsenal getting this trophy? Let me start with you, Zahid.
I mean, it's a mixture of emotions, to be honest. Like, for a team to go a full season and win the title, it just felt like a very long season anyway. Maybe because City pushed you till almost the end, which was good. And you could see you saw the views of Pep walking off the pitch while his players were applauding the fans, that he was pretty much disgusted with the result. But yeah, I mean, I guess I'd say congratulations to those Arsenal fans out there who've, been hurting for, what is it, 22 years? Those fans who in years gone by have been embarrassed to say that they support Arsenal, embarrassed to wear the shirt out, but now they have a chance to. And to all the players and the manager and to all the online Arsenal fans, suck your mums. Yeah. All of you. My Instagram, my Twitter, my YouTube, everything is just nonsense Arsenal content. Oh my God. It's unbearable. But
bro, it's gonna get worse if we win the chance, man. It's gonna get worse. London was already basically taken over last night at 10 o'clock last night, man. It was on lockdown.
the video of that Tottenham fan that got cornered.
Yeah, Highbury Station, isn't it?
Yeah,
that
was
Yeah,
like,
crazy, man.
he had nothing.
Obviously, he was coming back from the Chelsea match.
Yeah, but that was like something like 28 days later, but he was just standing there on that train to
Brave man,
Busan.
absolutely brave man. And you know what? What was crazy at the wasn't a parade, but at the stadium yesterday, there was a youth with a Man United top in the middle of it. So like this kid is brave, man. This kid is brave.
Top man.
But yeah, it was crazy, man. Fights were going off. Yeah, the amount of people, bro, kids, there's babies there. It was surreal, man. It was nothing that I'd ever experienced, and I think even last night's experience will probably beat the parade. If I'm honest with you, it's just that raw emotion of finally getting it over the line, getting it done.
I've heard a theory, Danyaal, that the reason why there were so many people yesterday is because most Arsenal fans don't really have a job, so they're not going anywhere the following morning. They can afford to kind of like, just hang out late at night. What do you think about that, Danyaal? What are your thoughts on, the employment situation in this country perpetuated by fans known as the Gooners and naturally creating a burden on the economic situation that continues to create this cost of living crisis?
It's not fine to associated with not having jobs, mate. But
the comment from Tamim, sorry.
What else keeping the country going? Talk about Kit, Sir Keir Starmer, Jeremy Corbyn was there last night. Your hero, your hero, Mr. JC himself.
JC, Jesus Christ. Oh, wait, Jeremy Corbyn. Yeah. John Connor, yeah.
Yeah, man. It was incredible. It was incredible. Omar, how are you feeling about it all? You're normally the most sensible in this pod.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I just saw Tanner's comment there.
Brilliant, isn't it?
But yeah, no, I wouldn't say I'm too. It wasn't a surprise. I think it was a long time coming. Most of us have been saying probably since October, November time that it's Arsenal's to lose. You guys made it a bit difficult for yourself towards the end, but we always said even with the running that City had, that it was going to be Arsenal's. So yeah, it was kind of like the inevitable. Really, you knew it was going to happen. So it's just like,
I mean, people were very quickly jumping ship after we lost at City. And I think in the players' mind, that game kind of loomed large, so to speak. You can tell I'm tired. Yeah, and I think as soon as that game was done, I was listening to Declan Rice today. He was just like, we knew we would go on and win it like every game after that. That was going to be our motivating factor. The fact that they lost that game. So in some ways, I think when that game was done, it kind of spurred them on, I guess.
But I mean, keeping things neutral, bro. I would have been surprised if Arsenal didn't win it. I just feel like maybe the law of averages as well, the way that they've been finishing second the past few years, eventually something's going to come good. I mean, it was the case with Liverpool as well, right? They'd gotten so close to the point that you thought that it would just be wrong if they didn't win something, especially when they were pushing City. So I'm not surprised, but I'm just kind of like, some of the stuff I'm reading online, it is pissing me off so much, man. Just honestly, like, the NHS must be like shaking their hands right now. We're gonna get a lot of referrals soon, the number of comments being made. Just ridiculous, man. Bro. Sorry.
6 years for Fergie to win his first title, 6 years for Arteta to win his first title. No.
Let's not do that, yeah.
Let's not do Jurgen Klopp with one league title. Mikel Arteta with one league title.
Don't start using the team that you're stacking up and now you need them to make yourselves feel better, yeah? Don't try that, yeah? Don't be like these like OnlyFans creators, Body Blue is really bad and it's suddenly like, oh, she's an inspiration. No. Don't be trying that, yeah?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Like and subscribe, by the way. To us, not Body Blue, dirty guys.
There was a video I saw on Instagram that was like, Arsenal's title win is probably worse than the Reform election win. Like the nonsense we have to put up with. God.
But yeah,
I mean, honestly, next season can't come soon enough, man. Although you lot are actually, I think this is horrible to say, but this is perfect timing for Arteta with Pep leaving as well.
Yeah.
Maresca's going to have to win over the squad and bring in his own players, and they're going to go through a rebuild to some extent. Chelsea have just signed Alonso. They're going to go through a rebuild again, probably. United have Carrick for another 2 seasons. So, I mean, United don't have... I mean, they'll have Champions League football next season, right? So they'll be playing on multiple fronts. So they will have to invest in the summer. But they might potentially, do something next season. Liverpool, I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen in the summer. But yeah. So Arsenal seem to be, at least right now, on course to retain the title next season. So
I'm very loath to make those early predictions. I've been sharing the early predictions of the pundits from after Liverpool signed Isak and Vert, saying Liverpool won the title without kicking a ball and all this sort of stuff. So it's too early to say without actually seeing the teams play, I think. And yeah, I think you're right about what you said about Maresca having to win the players over for City, but also having to win the fan base over. I think I mentioned it before yesterday, but Arteta's greatest achievement is reconnecting the fans with this club. I'm being serious, man. Ozzy, you said to me before you were at that game, that Southampton match where you bought the Arsenal scarf with me, when the stadiums were half empty. Literally, he's got us believing again, and the amount of fans that were there yesterday is testament to that.
Isn't that just down to the fact that, with all due respect, Arsenal fans are ultra sensitive? Really, I think even the way you guys are saying that, oh yeah, you weren't competing before. I mean, you still finished second, was it twice in the last few years beforehand? I mean, in the 10 years, say, since Pep's come. So, by the way, Zahid, let me let you address this comment right now.
I mean, can you blame me though? What have I had to analyze at Liverpool other than complaining about the fact that we don't have a style of play and our manager doesn't know what he's doing? Who? Set Piece FC have been the most entertaining part of this season. Haram ball, and
it was a chant going around last night. Set piece again, ole ole.
By the way, Danyaal, on that intro, I love how there weren't any set pieces in there. It's just open play goals. I'm like, that's not.
That's a good point.
I'm like, what kind of bullshit is this? The whole video should just be corner. Zahid, does it piss you off though? I know deep down you're thinking, when you saw Liverpool kind of fighting against City at their peak, to sort of see how if you had that same team right now, especially with Pep kind of going and the years that follow, that maybe you guys could have secured a few more titles in the bag. Because you guys were really going for it with City at that stage. That was probably the best City side we've ever seen,
I mean, the league titles that we did win against that elite Pep team, we had to, the 2 titles that we did win against Pep, we had to blow them out of the water from early on, basically. So I guess for the neutral, it made the league not so interesting. But for us, I mean, it was the best thing.
Danyaal, you didn't read out that comment, by the way, from Tamim. Please make sure you do afterwards, yeah? Sorry.
You can come on the pod and say it himself next week.
Is it PGMOL or is it corner?
Arsenal's trophies sculpted into a corner flag.
Is it Arsenal? What is it these days now? What are we calling them?
Tamim was afraid that he had to take a flight to Istanbul about what was going to happen this week. He was so afraid he had to pussy out of this pod tonight. But
quite literally,
yeah, man. Big up
cats,
Tamim. We'll see you next week.
I thought we were going to see him at the Fenerbahce set. Was it Besiktas Stadium?
Yeah,
the Villa game.
Live streaming from there. Cheering Unai on, man.
Do you think this is big? Sorry, Zahid, after you.
No, go ahead.
Danyaal, do you think this is a change in Arsenal? Are they going to just run with it now, or is it just? Yeah.
No, it's really. I do think it's windowed to do that because Pep's gone. But I think it's too early to say that. Obviously, like everyone's going to get better as we hit every single year. Man United will get better, Chelsea will get better, Liverpool will get better, etc., etc. And Chelsea's a bit of an unknown factor with Alonso there. But yeah, it's a raw opportunity to really have a bit of a monopoly if they strengthen, if they get rid of the players that they need to get rid of. And yeah, man, like it's been a long time coming. So let's see what they can do. And obviously, it's still one more big one to go after Palace with the PSG game. So yeah,
it'll be hilarious if you guys lose to Palace and City will be like fucking wankers. We could have actually put it in the bag. No, show Tammy's last comment, please, because that had me dying. I don't think Zahid saw it.
Well, we don't care, man. We absolutely don't care. It's been our superpower this season, and we've embraced it, man. We've embraced it. Set piece again.
I didn't say to that earlier this season. I think when you were banging on about Mourinho or Chelsea, there must have been like a conversation we had, and I said, you know what? Maybe that's what. Yeah, that was it. You were kind of having a bitch and a moan about how you guys were playing, and I thought maybe you guys just need to do
against
that.
United game.
Yeah, you're welcome, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I just thought it was the first pancake. The first pancake you always chuck out. It's a bit rubbish, but like it sort of continued. And what I'm hearing from a lot of analysts now is that maybe now next season, now that we've finally got over the line, maybe the shackles will be off. That they'll play with a bit less fear than what they have done this year. A bit more expressive in their football compared to the season. Which again, it also comes down to personnel, I think, as well. Like if they have right players on the pitch, then maybe. Saying that, like we had Eze, we had Ødegaard, we had Trossard, we had Havertz. Like all the ballers on the pitch on Monday, and still couldn't break down Burnley other than a 1-goal lead. So yeah, man, I think. What's that?
We saw how expressive Hincapié was, yeah.
Yeah, if people aren't aware, as he was going in for a bit of a 50-50, his shorts fell down, so his rear end was exposed to the rest of the world.
I know you got that screenshot on your phone, isn't it, Bob? Gooning session.
Utubia Kuna. Well, his favorite chant, man. That's what B says. John again will lift the Europa League as captain in his first attempt. Something Bruno Fernandes couldn't do in 2 attempts. Oh,
I don't know. See, this is the difference between myself and an Arsenal fan. I don't get offended by that. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, you're right. Who gives a shit? When you won everything, nothing impresses you anymore. It's like,
Omar, what's your opinion on that?
Yeah, not much to say really, is it?
Well,
he's not right. He's not wrong. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Credit to Bruno though. Like, I said it in our group chat. He is actually my favorite United player. I think he's the most talented United player that United have, and to equal Henry and De Bruyne's assist record, like it's ongoing. So
I saw that.
I know it sounded. I know it sounded like sour grapes last week when I was just saying, like, about the FWA Writers Award or whatever, but I do respect Bruno. But I think the point I was trying to get, and maybe it didn't come across clearly last week about Bruno, was that I feel like there's always a bias towards attacking players rather than defensive players, and obviously Arsenal's superpower again this year has been their defensive prowess. And yeah, I mean, again, the PFAs will be interesting in a few weeks' time.
Was David Ryan nominated?
I don't know about the FWAs, but he has been for the PFAs. But I think, from what I saw, because they've got an EA fans voting system, and of course our Arsenal fans will rig it. But Rice is ahead of both of them, as in Rice is ahead of Ryan and Gabriel. Which again, I don't necessarily agree with. I don't think he's been the best player of the season, but I think between Ryan and Gabriel, Gabriel before his injury, the first half of the season, he was absolutely unreal for me, man. Like he was just awesome.
I think
And yeah,
Raya's
second
been
half
your
of the
clutch,
season.
man.
Yeah, second half of the
He
season.
saved you guys.
It has been Raya, man.
Seriously.
It has been Raya. Yeah, I agree. That West Ham match, the Brighton game.
Even the PSG game, bro. Like those are the clutch
PSG.
moments as well, man. He just showed
Oh,
up.
Atleti, you mean?
Yeah, sorry, that's it. Atleti, yeah. My bad.
Yeah.
Hopefully, inshallah,
Yeah,
not the
yeah.
PSG game.
Yeah, inshallah, PSG game.
Inshallah, not, man. What are you on about? I can't wait for this to be over. Don't worry, son. We have a really short episode today.
Who's your? Let's actually go around. Actually, who is your player of the season, Zahid?
Isaac, yeah.
Ekitike.
I think I have to come back to me. Actually, I have to think about that.
Okay, cool. Omar, would you go for Bruno?
Obviously, I'm I'll admit my bias in this one, but obviously I would lean towards Bruno on this. Not just obviously the assist that he's got, but he is like the talismanic figure in our team. He's lifted this club to, I think, even the previous seasons when, his first couple of seasons under Ole and early period under Ten Hag, he was the one that was sort of carrying the team along. I know the last one, maybe 2 seasons weren't great from him, but this season in particular, he's basically been a one man club. Really, he's the one carrying the team forward, pushing the team forward. His mentality off the pitch as well, apparently his sort of leadership skills in the dressing room and stuff is meant to be really good, which you don't hear a lot of because you tend to see him flapping his arms on the pitch, but apparently his off the pitch stuff is meant to be really good.
Just on that one, I do think his petulance, so to speak, has improved over the last couple of years. I do think he's matured compared to like the player that we saw when he first came into the Premier League.
So I was listening to some an interview with Diogo Dalot, and he was saying that part of it is that because he's got better attacking plays in front of him, and they're actually getting onto the end of his passes and tending to score more compared to the last few seasons. That's sort of lifted him. So that's why he's less likely to, things are working out for him. That's why he's less petulant there. But then that obviously has a knock-on effect on the rest of the team. I think the rest of the team has got slightly better mentality compared to the last few years. So if he ever has his moments where he is flailing his arms, it's hopefully less impactful on the rest of the players. I would say in terms of Arsenal though, I would say probably Raya has been your best player this season. He's saved you so many times. I know Gabriel's been great and Rice has been great, but I'd lean towards Raya. And I think that where you've got those 3, that's where you might get that split in the vote for Arsenal.
Yeah.
And that's where Bruno might edge in the PFA, but you never know.
Yeah. It'll be interesting, obviously, with the PFAs, because it's the players who kind of vote for that one. So, yeah. Uzi, do you think it's Raya player of the season?
Yeah. I mean, I would. A part of me wants to say Bruno just because of where United were, but again, I just think that's almost immaterial because it seems to be like a trend with United where they're doing shit and then someone's kind of dragging them along. So he's done well. Let's see how it goes next year. But, just based on the entire result of the season, I think David Raya is the man. Honestly, like I've been so impressed by him. I was expecting Arsenal to crack in the last 10 games, but for him to just stand up the way he has done, man, fair play. I mean, he's pretty much. I mean, that West Ham game, I was on edge, but just the saves he was pulling out left, right, and centre. I know it's only one.
I mean, you're normally on edge, but so you're normally on edge.
No, he was brilliant, man. I think he kind of just reminds me a bit of what De Gea was doing for us that time, but unlike De Gea, he actually had a good sort of solid setup in front of him. But yeah, awesome performance, man. Really surprised. I'm also happy for my boy Emi Martinez, man. That he actually won a Europa League trophy. After you guys discarded him like a tissue that's been used for activities. I'm happy that he's finally got his trophy.
Blowing your nose.
Yeah, blow my nose. That's exactly what we call it. Yeah, but no, that would right from you, bro. Gone side.
Okay. Yeah, I think I can't I don't think. I mean, maybe I'm biased, but I don't think it's been a fantastic season in terms of standout performances. I mean, I would say probably like we've discussed, Raya has probably been the most standout of those performances, and that's tantamount to Arsenal's defensive coordination and organisation. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I don't think that it's been like there's no one that's set the Premier League alight this season and been a standout star. Like last year, it was clearly Salah, you know, but this year, I don't know. It's been a bit more. It's not been so clear cut, I would say.
Fair. I do think like until Gabriel had that injury, he was on course to having that sort of Van Dijk season where he was kind of gearing his team to victory. I don't know, he's still been good, but yeah, I just think his performance maybe dipped slightly in the last few weeks. And yeah, like even on Monday, he was getting far too ragged, a bit too over passionate, I think, for my liking. Whereas I thought he kind of took that out of his game before, but yeah, I guess the pressure the title can get to you. Okay, so we discussed that. Should we move on to Liverpool? Should we talk about Liverpool's game at Villa? Since we are talking about Aston Villa and them winning the Europa League, unfortunately.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we could talk about from Liverpool's perspective. I was surprised by the scoreline, but also not surprised at the same time. I didn't expect Villa to do. I expected us to beat Villa. I didn't expect Villa to do much. I thought their eyes would be on the Europa League final as opposed to on the Premier League. But clearly, they were either so G'd up and ready for the Europa League final that they were ready to play. And you know, I guess you could even say that everyone who was playing wanted to put out a performance so they would get picked by Unai for the final. And Liverpool just crumbled, man. It was disgraceful, honestly. And it's just another example of the players don't seem to want to play for Slot anymore. Like whatever his game plan is, they don't buy into it. They don't seem passionate and motivated and willing to, you know, stay the course. It's crazy compared to last season where we had somewhat defensive stability, but we had Van Dijk, and then in front of him we had Gravenberch playing really well in defensive midfield. We had McAllister playing really well as well. Whereas this season, McAllister's had a very poor season. Gravenberch has sort of been asked to do more than he's necessarily capable of. He's not even a defensive midfielder. He was converted into that last season as a makeshift DM, and we kept him on there. We didn't sign anyone as a new DM to supplement him. And it's just ridiculous. And yeah, I mean, everything that Mo said was right, man. Like to an extent, he knows what helped Liverpool win titles and trophies. And that was the style of play instigated by Jurgen Klopp. That was what got the fans on side, what allowed us to play attractive attacking football, that even the neutral would like to watch a Liverpool game. And I think that is the football that he's used to. Now, obviously, he's going out of Liverpool now, and he's finished his Liverpool career, or he is finishing his Liverpool career. And he's a leader in the changing room, and it's just it's sad to see him go. And obviously, it seems that the standards will drop. But I think it's more an issue that he has with the way Slot likes to play. He's always had a big personality, even under Klopp. Klopp had to keep him under control as well. But yeah, no, he's right. And for Rooney to come out and say that it's a disgrace or he should be ashamed or whatever, it's disrespectful. I mean, that's bullshit, frankly. Like, he's leaving the club anyway, and he is a Premier League great, and he's won us trophies at Liverpool. Like, the fans are turning on Slot, and I don't know. I mean, Alonso would have been a great replacement, but there are some very small rumors that maybe Slot is going to be sacked in the summer.
For whom?
Iraola, apparently.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think that will happen. I mean, I don't know what will happen really, because
Yeah, I mean,
everything the club are saying is that Liverpool are going to stay with Slot. So I don't know. I don't know what will happen.
From what I've read,
sorry.
I was just saying, from what I've read, Iraola wants to go back to Spain. From what I've read, I don't know how true that is. Apparently, his family want to move back. So,
I mean, there were some rumors I saw today about Luis Enrique becoming the next Liverpool manager. I don't see that happening.
Yeah. You know what? That talking about Iraola, he's also a shout for manager of the season. Like, despite Arteta winning the league, like for the budget that he's got, if he managed to get them into the Champions League, I don't know who they've got on the last day. Who do they have on the last day of the season? And now because Villa Forest away, I think they'll beat Forest. So the max they can get to is 59, but you're going for just better than theirs anyway. So yeah, I think Villa would have to have been 5th for there to be a 6th Champions League spot. But I mean, even if they were to get Europa League, like, what an achievement for Bournemouth, man! Like, losing basically their first goalkeeper Kepa to Arsenal, Dean Huijsen going to Real Madrid, and then losing literally their best player Anton Semenyo in January to Man City, and then to still basically been undefeated as soon as they lost him. It's just incredible, man. Like, just really, really impressive the work that he's done there.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree. I think he's a great manager, and if he does go to Spain, then he'll be a loss to the Premier League for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, from Liverpool's perspective, I'm just not confident for next season. I mean, I guess it depends on what happens in terms of recruitment over the summer. But if the players that are there do not buy into his style of football and the way he wants to play, he's not going to overhaul the entire squad. So what does that mean for what's going to happen to us next season? I would love for us to challenge again, but I don't see him going back to playing Klopp football. So
yeah. I have a question from Tamim. Do you like to predict good success for Alonso at Chelsea? Dawg, I know you had some opinions on that
initially, but I don't know, man. Chelsea's one toxic place. I think he might do a decentish job, but I think for him, maybe going to Chelsea is just a nice little paycheck as well. I'm quite surprised he accepted the job, but maybe he just wants to stay relevant as well in the market.
I mean, they promised him a lot more power than what previous head coaches had, which I think might have swung.
He's been signed as a manager as opposed to head coach from what
has he?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that gives a bit of an indication there as well. Again, it all depends on recruitment, and that's one thing I think sometimes get right, but a lot of the time they get wrong. Obviously, they've been a bit of a trading factory in getting young players and then trying to sell them on for profit. I mean, if that's still going to be their MO and their motto this summer, then no. But if they actually recruit for what Alonso needs to succeed, like a decent striker, some better defenders, and potentially like an upgrade on Sanchez, then maybe. I do rate Alonso for his work they did at Leverkusen as well. So yeah,
I think. Go on, Omar.
It's just a question of whether he'll be given the time there, which I'm not sure if he would. This is where he might have been better off going. Well, better suited to going to Liverpool, where he probably would have been given a bit more, at least a couple of seasons to implement his ideas before expecting some sort of return. Whereas Chelsea would be expecting maybe not like league and Champions League, but at least a decent cup run competitions, which he might be able to get for them. But I think based on his time at Madrid, I feel like with this squad of players, whether it will be a similar sort of situation where he's trying to manage fires rather than focus on tactics and stuff like that. It might be okay where they're a younger team and not as established compared to a lot of the Madrid players, but it might be a bit of deja vu on that front, in my opinion.
Well, whilst we're on Chelsea, did you boys watch the FA Cup final on Saturday?
Not really, no.
I watched bits and parts of it, not the whole thing.
Did you see Kuzanov's foul in the box?
No, what was that?
Like he did a signature move where he wasn't even looking at the ball. It literally just comes in, barges the player off the ball, and I think it was João Pedro, and like if it's not in the box, it's always given as a foul. But yeah, it's like the third or fourth time he's done that now. Like obviously going back to the Kai Havertz one that Arteta was complaining about. Obviously he did it against Sharda against Brentford week before last week, and now this time as well. It's become a signature move now of literally barging a player off the ball and then not getting penalised for it. So yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's not like Havertz didn't those studs straight into the ankle of the whoever he was.
Burnley player.
The Burnley player, yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, how did Trossard not get a yellow card in the 11th minute for pushing the striker onto what? Like, how did he get away with that?
The answer that I had is that the referees are just useless, man.
Yeah, they gave up. They do not want to be involved in making any decisions that might affect the title run because they are pathetic.
Pathetic. No, it's decisions either for or against. Like, and they want to refer it to VAR, and then VAR doesn't want to make a decision either. It's just bad, man. And we complained about them for years, about the inconsistencies. From the decision making, but yeah, I do think Havertz was a lucky boy to stay on the pitch, even though apparently the reason why he didn't get sent off was because there was no force in the challenge, and there have been other fouls like that this season, like Foden doing one on a player where he kind of raked his studs on a player's Achilles, and it literally just got booked. So yeah. I do agree. He was lucky, and then who knows what could have happened in the last 20 minutes. 10 men.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like in terms of Alonso at Chelsea, I don't know if so. The reason why, from what I understand, why he went to Chelsea and signed for Chelsea instead of Liverpool or whatever was because they must have spoken to Liverpool, and Liverpool told his people that they're planning on keeping Slot. So I guess if he wanted to get back into management and into the Premier League, Chelsea was his best bet. I think it's a strange move for him. Yeah. I think he should have waited for the Liverpool job, considering how much the fans are
clapping for the right?
Against Slot at the moment. I mean, booing in the ground at Rio's substitution in the other week, it's unheard of. So yeah, I don't know. I guess hopefully he crashes and burns at Chelsea and then comes to Liverpool next season. I don't mind. But he's got a lot of people that he's got to get on his side.
But if he does crash and burn, do you reckon that will ruin his stock?
Good point. It'll be two big jobs in a row then that he would kind of
fail, right? I mean, but the Real Madrid job was always going to be a problem.
Poison chalice, isn't it? It's always a poison chalice.
The way that club is run and the way the player power that exists at that club is just ridiculous. There was no way the players were going to listen to him in terms of how he wanted to play and implement his style of play, even on the training pitch. So I think that was a stupid move for him. But I guess if Madrid comes calling, if Barcelona comes calling, you're not going to say no as a player or as a manager, it seems.
But supposedly
he was a former player as well. So.
He leaned away from the Liverpool job because he was holding out for the Madrid job because he had the gentleman's agreement with Leverkusen that if Madrid come, that's why he did that extra season there, because supposedly he was waiting for the Madrid job. So
I think maybe if there was a different president in charge of Madrid, then maybe he would have been successful at Madrid.
Yeah,
but too many players have Florentino Perez's ear at that club.
Yeah.
So
And
Yeah.
Jose Mourinho going back there as well, man. Like,
Yeah.
pure cinema, man. Honestly.
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so glad. Like the stuff he's going to say in the press conferences, the team's going to put out.
yeah.
Like
he's just pure entertainment, isn't he,
theatrics.
man? Like,
Yeah.
he's just pure entertainment. Well, one thing about Jose.
It's either going to be absolutely amazing or absolutely awful. Like they're either going to go and win another 2 Champions League on the bounce, or they're going to be in the bottom half of the table.
I mean, the fans are already, they signed a petition, right, to get Mbappe at the club. So
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen with that. And he's calling himself the 4th choice striker and all this nonsense. And
do you think they've forgotten his comments that he made about Vinicius?
Yeah,
the whole racism stuff. I think that's just
crazy,
man.
I want to be. I would love to have a camera in the room when him and Vinicius have a meeting to try.
We need an all or nothing documentary, don't we?
Yeah, 100%, man.
Because I remember when I don't know if you saw the one he did with Tottenham. Was it Danny Rose or someone was just like saying, "Oh, I don't want to be happy." He's like, "Okay, you go." It was brilliant, man. That was so good, like that.
Yeah, for sure, man. Should we talk a little bit about Man United for next season? What's your hopes, Omar and Dawg? Like, back into the Champions League. I was talking to my father-in-law, who's a big Man United fan, and he was like, "Yeah, Champions League was what we were aiming for this year anyway. Like, what would United be able to cope with playing three games a week?"
Well, we probably exceeded expectations this season in the sense that I didn't think we would get Champions League. I was like, if we can, particularly when we started off the season, the first half with under Amorim, if we can get a European place, be it ideally Europa League and worst case Europa Conference. So the fact that we were able to get Champions League is great. But next season, I think it will be a bit more trickier for us I think most of the players have the experience of playing midweek football. So in that sense, I think we'll be okay in terms of handling the fatigue and stuff like that. It's just a question of more the depth of squad. We'll probably get a lot more injuries this season next season compared to this season. But with Carrick in charge, with it being his first season, I think the main target would be to, get another top 4 finish. Champions League, if we can get to the the knockout rounds, that'd be good enough for me. I reckon it being his first season in charge of the Champions League, and maybe a decent cup run competition. Maybe pushing something for the FA Cup or Carabao Cup, but nothing. I wouldn't think that we're going to be challenging for the title or challenging for the Champions League or anything like that.
Because I have heard that from some United fans that United could potentially challenge next year, or if we had Carrick earlier, look at his record from January. Maybe
it's all like ifs and buts, though, isn't it? So,
yeah.
But yeah, I think realistically, I don't see us in a position to win the Premier League or the Champions League next season. We might have a decent shot in one of the knockout cup competitions, but but I'm not sure. It's more. I don't know if the squad is there yet in terms of the depth of squad. That ability, okay, who can we bring on that will change a game? And then we're also still sort of figuring out Carrick's tactics in terms of his in-game management. Is it fully there yet? Does he know what to do when the chips are down? He's done brilliant in the second half of the season, but so far, the games where we've been bad and we've lost, he's not done much to show, okay, let me make a substitution to change things up. So I think he will need a bit more time, and we'll have to see how things go on.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how, again, it comes down to recruitment, really. Like, can you get the right players in to fix some of your issues, particularly in midfield, defence as well? Like,
that's probably the biggest factor, how we handled that. Losing Casemiro, you saw it against the Sunderland game when he wasn't on the pitch and how leaky we were through the middle of the bench. I think the club are trying to push for Elliot Anderson, but supposedly he wants to go to Man City. So I don't think that will happen there.
What-
Carlos Baleba,
what-
we've been talking about for a while.
Mm.
I don't know whether that will go through because of he's not had the best of seasons this year, whereas last season was much better. I think Adam Wharton was on the list as well.
Mm.
He's decent. I don't know from
I
what
really
I've
like
read.
Adam Wharton. I think he's a really good player.
Yeah, but from what I've read, people are saying that based on the stats and stuff, they don't know whether him and Kobe can pair up well because they're too similar. They'll sort of negate each other's playing abilities. So whether that can work out is a bit of a question mark there. And then who's the other one? Tchouaméni is the next one. So he would be good in terms of good quality experience, Champions League winner. My only concern is based on what's happened recently in the Madrid dressing room, whether he would bring disharmony into the current dressing room, where it's taken compared to seems like the squad is in a good place where everyone is heading in the right direction. There's no fractures in the dressing room, which we had over the last sort of 2 or 3 seasons. So whether we'd want something like a character like Tchouaméni where that could happen again is something I would weigh against him, I think.
Yeah, fair. I guess the real question is what you're going to do when Onana comes back to your team, man.
Yeah. So apparently we've got no plans to put him into the squad.
Oh, really?
Trabzonspor,
Okay, fair.
yeah. Trabzonspor want to make it permanent. Supposedly there was a period where Onana said that he wanted to come back and fight for his position, but I think the squad are happy with Sané Lemons as number 1 keeper. So
Yeah, man.
yeah.
I still think that he was a bit of a steal and like ultimately the right decision to go for him over Emi Martinez.
Yeah.
Because it looked for certain that Martinez was going to go to United, and but that was 23, 24, young keeper as well.
I think he's 23 now. I think we signed him when he was 22 and 23 now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the young keeper as well got a lot more sell value. He's only going to get better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, definitely glad we didn't go for Martinez again. I know he's the king of shithousery, but I feel like I don't think he would have done well in that dressing room. Whereas Sané Lemons is more of a calming influence. I think he been less fractious there. Like I said.
So B saying, what did you guys make of Roy Keane's circus act comments from Bruno? So the crux of it was Keane basically criticised Bruno for like trying to break the assist record and basically said that it's a bit of a circus act that he's trying to break it because he's putting his own needs ahead of the team. Something along those lines. I think I'm paraphrasing there.
Well, from what I've read, that's actually once we sort of had Champions League confirmed, that was basically what the team's whole aim was, because we've got nothing else to play for. We're not going to win the league. We've got secured top 4, 3rd places. That's it. We're guaranteed 3rd place now that we beat Forest. So there's not much else to play for other than Bruno's record. So I don't see what the big deal is. I mean, I know it's not a major milestone for the club or anything like that, but it is a personal victory for Bruno, and he has been a stalwart for the club. Basically, he's the one that's been carrying this club forward for the last few years as captain of the club, and it just brings a bit of pride and joy to the team. Then no issues about it. I know I've seen some of the other talk shows and stuff where they're like, why are we making a big deal out of it? But I mean, if it brings a smile on the fans' faces and brings a smile to the team, what's the issue? It's like when they'll complain about Arsenal's over celebrating after the semi-final. I mean, let them enjoy it. What's the big deal?
Yeah, for sure. So I'll just read out Keane's quote. The whole chat about his assists and players talking about assists. He got interviewed after the match, and I was watching, and everyone was talking about assists. The game was about his assists. After the game, he got interviewed, and he said in his interview, the captain of Man United, a few times I should have shot, but I made them passes. So apparently he misquoted Fernandes. Fernandes actually said there were probably moments today when I should have passed instead of shot. I'm very happy for the assist, but more than happy for the win to finish the season on high. So yeah, he was kind of taken out of context there a little bit, but I still think like there's a bit of sour grapes there from Keane towards United, just about how he was booed out of the club from Fergie.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's a long story. That's a chat for another day.
that's a whole other podcast.
Yeah.
By the way, Omar, I saw that Saipan film about Roy Keane and Mick McCarthy. Fucking dog shit, man. Rubbish film. Horrible. Bored. Fell asleep. Woke up. It was still playing.
Yeah.
Bit like Man United matches.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. Someone made that comment about Arsenal games. I was like, okay. I could use it today.
As much as I hate to say this, though, I do think with Arsenal winning, it should shake up the United management. Look, it's not just about buying players and thinking, okay, splash cash. You have to invest in a model or project, or you have to invest in someone that A, understands the club, and B, can help bring about some sort of cultural change.
Yeah.
I had the displeasure of watching back Arteta's first interview when he was kind of in the Arsenal role, and he said that he wanted to change the culture. And I feel like that's what's been lacking from United for so many years. It's just been like a quick fix, like, oh yeah, let's just throw some cash, we'll try and win a title, and that's it. Fair play to Arteta that he came with the intention to unite the fans and bring about winning ways, and he's done it. And I said this before, the club backed him. I would like to see the club back Carrick, even if he goes through shitty periods. I mean, the same way I'm hoping Liverpool back Slot, even though he's had a bad season. I still think, there's credentials there. Zahid shaking his head like a Sufi on really, really high speed. But yeah, let's see what happens,
Yeah. Again, I do think it's a bit of a lesson there in terms of trying to see a project out, having faith in your guys, not immediately jumping ship when there's turbulent waters. Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah, I think that maybe with clubs like United and Liverpool, because they're kind of sitting on such a illustrious history where it's always been about winning, it almost becomes like a thing like, oh shit, if we're not winning, then we're going backwards, as opposed to acknowledging, okay, maybe we need to change our game and just, don't just expect to kind of like get results instantly. I mean, it's crazy how since Ferguson's left, Liverpool, Man City, and I guess now Arsenal have all shown that they can adjust with the times, whereas United still seems to have that theory of, oh, we'll bring in a new manager, we'll get some players in. We'll bring in a new manager, we'll get some players in. So hopefully with Arsenal winning, it should give them a little kick up the arse, but I guess kick up the Arsenal, but we'll find out, eh?
Yeah, fair. What did you guys make of the Southampton controversy versus Middlesbrough? Spygate. Absolute madness, man. Zahid, I think you got some thoughts.
So first and foremost, if it wasn't for Spygate and if it wasn't for Southampton, no one would give an absolute flying fuck about the playoffs, the Championship playoffs. Like, they made it relevant with all this stuff.
Yeah,
otherwise, it'd just be like, okay, who's getting promoted next season? Which of those teams are going to go down? Like, that's all you care about, really, when it comes to promoted teams. And they seemed like potentially the only team that could come up and stay up as well. But yeah, it's hilarious. The fact that there's a photo of the guy with his phone filming is just hilarious.
It's like, bro, if you're gonna spy, at least do it properly, man. Not like go out there with your like little camera phone, hide behind a little tree. Like,
honestly, it's hilarious. And then not only do they get kicked out of the playoffs, but then they complain that their punishment is too severe. Not that we should be punished, but it's just too severe.
Well, the thing is, they say that playoff match is probably the most expensive match in the season because of how much financially is at stake for whoever gets promoted. So, because something like whoever gets promoted is basically bound to get 110 million or something like that for the next season. So that's why they're complaining, because that's a big bag of change that's gone down the bin. But a few years ago, when Marcelo Bielsa was manager of Leeds, they did something similar against Frank Lampard's the Derby, but I don't remember them getting any punishment.
Yeah,
Arsenal's
they
maybe-
got fined and
Right.
warned about their future conduct.
That's interesting.
So
'Cause
basically, a bit of a slap
I
on the
wonder
wrist.
if it was, did they get caught red-handed as much as the Southampton guy did?
Yeah, I don't think it was as blatant, but I think that they admitted that they did spy.
Yeah.
I think was it on Hull? I think.
No, I think it was against Frank Lampard's Derby County.
Oh, County, yeah.
Yeah.
Against Derby, yeah. So
Didn't like Marcelo Bielsa came out and said, "Yeah, we do this stuff all the time. And I don't know why they're complaining." Did he say something along those lines?
it
Yeah.
sounds about right, yeah.
Everyone does it.
But yeah, I was interested to know if there's like a law in the game that says you're not allowed to spy on training. Like, I don't know. So, but yeah, the league had to make a decision pretty quickly because obviously the next game's
They
coming
need
up
to-
soon. So
And they need to decide, isn't it? Yeah.
yeah,
It's just hilarious, man. The whole thing, just a bit of a shambles.
absolutely. I mean, not only that. I mean, there was a madness that happened in Scotland as well with Hearts and
Oh
Celtic.
yeah! Oh my gosh, man! Talk about controversy in both of Celtic's last games, man. So obviously the VAR decision from the match before, and then also the fact that with Hearts, the full-time whistle hadn't actually gone before the players invaded the pitch. So by the letter of the law, the game should, in theory, should be null and void, and given to Hearts for 3-0. But yeah, I mean, Celtic are my second club. If I was to ever have a second club, just because they're pro-Palestinian and my Scottish roots.
Didn't you say in the WhatsApp group it's actually Tottenham? Keeping it low quarter, bro. Replacement bus service team, yeah.
Oh man, can't wait for them to go to the Championship.
Wait, do you guys reckon Tottenham's going down or West Ham?
West Ham.
Man,
West Ham.
I still think West Ham. I don't think they'll get a result against Leeds, but Tottenham still haven't won a single game all season.
Yeah.
They just need 1 point though. But it could be an absolute generational season from heaven if Arsenal win the league, Tottenham go down, and we happen to win the Champions League as well. Like, honestly, just retire, man. I'm done with football. Like it's just.
I support that. I support that. Yeah.
So I think you're rooting for Arsenal to win the Champions League, then, man.
I think De Zerbi is a good manager, and I think maybe the problem is they're at home to Everton though. So
they are, but like I said, it doesn't make a difference to Tottenham. They haven't won a single game at home this year.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't.
My mum is going, by the way.
I don't see West Ham beating Leeds either. So
yeah, she forced me to buy tickets when they won a couple of matches. She went to the Tottenham Brighton match. She was like, "You're buying me tickets to the Tottenham Everton game. I'm sure there's going to be a party or something like that they're staying up."
So you've been supporting Tottenham a lot more than your own club, yeah?
Huh?
You've been supporting Tottenham a lot more than your own club, yeah? Tottenham tickets are expensive, aren't they? Innit? I know they are.
Supporting my mum. Bro, they were £110, man. Luckily, my mum paid for it, but £110 per person. She got some good seats.
But I love how like Chelsea's had such a shit season, but they remember to still beat Tottenham at crunch time. It's just so typical Chelsea, you know. They always find a way to
with an interim coach as well, like
exactly. We may be shit, but we're not Tottenham level shit yet.
Yeah, because Spurs. I was talking to a few Spurs fans before, and they were like, not my mum, some other dudes, and they were like, if we happen to beat Chelsea and win our last game, we'll only be 7 points behind them, and we've been absolutely ranked this year. Just leave it.
Wow. Last year the finish was at 17th as well, right?
Yeah,
17th. Yeah.
That's mad.
It's the history of Tottenham. Oh man, honestly, that club, man. I mean, like I said, I find it hilarious if they do go down, but I can't see it. But fingers crossed.
Well, I had to watch the Expressions video because I just saw the thumbnail of him like that, and he's like, "It's the worst season of my life, bro. It's the worst day of my life." We lost to those scrubs in Chelsea.
Yeah. Pretty funny. Should we do some predictions for games that actually matter? Like,
Go for it.
Yeah, let's go over Tottenham Everton since we're on that.
When's the game? Tomorrow?
No. All the final games of the season is at 4:00 on Sunday. All playing at the same time.
Tottenham Everton. I think Everton's going to win 2-0.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Possibly. Quite possibly.
Everton, man, for them, I mean, that game against City.
Yeah, they were so unlucky not to have won it. Oh yeah, and speaking about PGMOL, like they admitted, or the key matches incident panel admitted that they got an error by not giving them a penalty, and then giving Everton a penalty when it was 3-2. So really, we should have had our party on Monday night, man. Yeah.
Did any of you guys hear that? I think Danyaal's on mute. Yeah, I'm going to say 2-0 to Everton, bro. I think Tottenham's finished.
Fair. Omar?
Now, Tottenham are a bit more stable under De Zerbi, but their home record's not been great. But I reckon they'll force for. It'll be a tie game. I reckon it'll be like a 2-2 draw.
That'd be enough to stay up as well.
Yeah.
Zahid?
Yeah, I go with same as Omar. I think it'll be a 2-2 draw. I mean, I'm looking at Everton's form. The last 5 games, they lost, drawn, and then lost. So they're not doing too well currently either. So I think it'll be like a dramatic draw. 2-2.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go for a 1-1, but yeah, I think that pretty much.
And they need 1 point to stay up, yeah?
They need 1 point to stay up. And West Ham have Leeds.
At
home to Leeds. Yeah.
Leeds at home. As a honorary iron/hammer dog, what's your thoughts on West Ham Leeds?
1-0 to Leeds.
2 to Leeds. I think West Ham will beat them actually at home. I think they'll beat them. Which, if my prediction for that is correct, and your prediction is correct, then that means West Ham will stay up. So
you want Tottenham to go down, innit? Save a bit of money, give them on tickets as well. Yeah? Championship prices.
More than you believe. Omar, West Ham Leeds.
Just let me check Leeds' current form. Their Leeds are on a good run of form, so but I think West Ham will be fighting quite hard, so I reckon maybe a 1-1 draw there as well.
Yeah,
I think the final day of the season is just going to go down to draws everywhere.
Maybe. Zahid?
Yeah, no, I think probably Leeds will score first, and then West Ham will panic and attack, and they'll end up. I think their game will finish 1-1 draw.
Mm-hmm. Fair. Who Liverpool got on the last day?
We are playing
at home to Brentford.
Yeah.
Okay. Predictions for that? I mean, it might determine whether we finish 4th or 5th. So there's still something on the line, I guess.
I mean, it's not. If you, it comes down to goal difference really. Because if Bournemouth win and we lose, we've got a 6-goal difference between us. For that swing to happen, I don't think it's going to happen. I could see us drawing against Brentford, to be honest. I'd say maybe 1-0.
Okay, I think you beat them. It's the last game of the season.
If we don't beat them, there's going to be booze in the stadium for sure.
Yeah. It's the last game of the season. It's going to be a scorcher. I'm
hoping Salah plays and scores a hat-trick, but I don't know if Slot will play.
That would be such a bitter move if he doesn't play Salah, man. Oh my God, on his last day. Crazy.
But it'll be good because Jordan Henderson will be back at Anfield as well. So hopefully he'll get a send-off that he never necessarily got when he was a Liverpool player. And then obviously Robbo's got his final game as well. You know what, actually? With the sentimental value of these players leaving, I think we'll win the game.
Yeah.
Because there's more. There's a lot more riding on it.
Yeah.
So I think we'll win like 2-0.
Yeah. I agree, man. Like a 2 or 3-0 for me. Omar?
Yeah, same 2 or 3 nothing, because it's the last game of the season. It's a home game. You guys need to just make sure you get that Champions League spot. So I reckon you guys will be up for it and you'll beat them.
Yeah. Bournemouth have Nottingham Forest. I did predict Bournemouth to beat Forest. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I
Dawg?
can see.
What, Omar?
I have no clue. Maybe 2-0, 3-0.
How is Morgan Gibbs White back playing football?
Yeah, man. His mask is like protected. Bro, did you see his finish the other week?
Where was it? Which who was he playing?
Before the City game. Who's they playing, man? I was super impressed. Christie.
It wasn't the Newcastle game, was it? No, he didn't score that game.
Against Leeds.
It was must have been a little while ago.
Okay. Yeah, it must have been a while ago.
It
Anyway,
could have been the 5-0 against Sunderland.
Yeah, maybe it was that finish. Yeah. But yeah, crazy he's playing football. I think Bournemouth win 2-1.
Yeah, I think Bournemouth will win that game.
Iraola the last game in charge as well, so they'll be up for it.
Yeah. Let's just quickly do the Arsenal matches, even though it's a dead rubber. So Arsenal versus Palace, or Palace versus Arsenal. Glasgow's last game as well. Palace have a Europa Conference League final to look forward to after that match, so they're going to rotate. Arsenal, of course, have the Champions League final as well that weekend.
Let's
say 2-1 to Arsenal. Oh yeah, or 1-0 maybe actually. Max Darwin to score. Camera goes on his mum. Happy days. Let me just double check if she's actually fit. You know, I don't want to end up sound like I'm a waste man.
Omar, whilst he's gooning or whatever.
Jeez, sorry, that pip money coming in handy, fam. Oh my day. Call me Mr. Dawg Dowman, yeah. Sorry.
Versus United. I don't know what you mean by that, Mo. Versus United.
I think he was talking about when you were talking about who did Gibbs White score against.
Oh, it was United. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It was that finish. Yeah.
I don't think it was a good finish, but it wasn't. I wouldn't say it was a worldie or anything.
I thought it was really well taken. No, that was well.
The way he was able to turn his body onto it.
His technique to score. I was just super impressed by it. Like not many players can pull that off.
Yeah.
Anyway, Zahid, Arsenal Palace. Before we do the Champions League final.
I mean, you're going to win the game because Palace will have. Yeah, I mean, you've won the league. Everyone's on a high. I don't see anything other than a win.
Danyaal, I've heard that if you beat Palace, you get. I think Palace gets like 10 million because of Eze or something stupid like that.
Yeah, because we won the league. Yeah,
match fixing. That sounds like match fixing to me.
You know about that, wouldn't you?
Of course I would, innit? No balls, Zahid.
Do not redeem it.
Indian to you, blood.
You do, actually.
I've still got your Mauritius ID card you sent us in the group here. Don't make me whip that out along with everything Zahid.
He's so sly. You know what? I just remembered. He's so sly. He sent pictures of him with Thai and with what's
Yeah,
his name?
one time view
Robbie.
in it.
Yeah, he sent it as view
view.
once only because he knew we'd use that against him.
Yeah. I'm like, why is there 2 ties in the picture?
Yeah.
Oh man, we had a laugh. So basically, at Villa Park, when we went and lost 2-1 this year, so B was there, Mo was there. I went to pray, and the Villa fans surrounded Robbie and the AFTV crew. So they're all around him, and then Mo and Bilal were there, and they went viral because they got serenaded with second again, ole ole. So obviously we saw Robbie and we're like, Robbie, do you remember all the Villa fans serenading us with second again? And like, yeah. Look where we are now, man. Champions of England. So yeah.
He doesn't remember you. That was a generic. Yeah. He doesn't remember you guys.
No, he doesn't, man.
Probably
He's
not.
drowning in all
Probably
that
not.
money, bro. All that
Was Troops there as well? The Troops turn up, considering he
That
was saying get
alcoholic
rid of this
Smurf.
manager and all that nonsense.
Truth was busy crying on his live stream. He got a bit of emotional. He also fell out with Robbie as well for some reason.
I feel for Claude, you know, man. That's the one guy I actually wish he could have seen this because, like, he was a proper.
Yeah, they said Robbie did say that, and Ty did say that as well. Like, you know, that
Okay.
it's almost for Claude.
Did Robbie mention Mo Hader by any chance? Oh no. Okay, maybe not yet. So maybe he hasn't changed. We're gonna get shut down, aren't we? Oh man, yeah.
100%. Yeah, and basically, Bearman's had 3 Palestine flags out, 3 Palestine chants as well. Yeah, man. Whilst the club is a bit anti, that the people definitely aren't. So, yeah.
I never saw Hugh Laurie's tweet as well. The guy that plays the House. Omar likes him.
Yeah,
Omar's a fan of him. Even he put out on Twitter, "Oh my God, Arsenal! I'm so happy. I'm so proud of you." Something along those lines. So yeah, you got quite like
Arsenal fans coming out the closet, man.
Exactly, man. Even like Chunks came
We
out
got
saying
Gancho,
I'm
man.
Arsenal support. I'm like, I swear you're
Chunks?
Chelsea support. Yeah.
No. He's
good at the time.
been Arsenal sport
Yeah,
from day one.
Has
he's
he?
been
Oh.
good for
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
I saw him wearing a Chelsea shirt years ago because of Raheem Sterling. So I thought, what's going on
I think that like they do a lot of charity stuff, and they've but he's been
there?
good for
Chelsea's a charity case. Brilliant.
Man. All right, Champions League final, and then we can wrap. Zahid, Arsenal PSG, and then we're podding after that. By the way, like if Arsenal win, if Arsenal lose, like whatever, we're podding after that.
I am going to go for. I want to go for PSG 2-1, but it depends on what kind of PSG turns up on the night and what kind of Arsenal turns up on the night, because all that matters is the team that plays on the night. So yeah, I'd say I'd go 2-1 PSG. But yeah, no, there's a chance Arsenal could win this game as well. So
Yeah. Omar.
Yeah, it's going to be very tight. I wouldn't be surprised if it's one that goes to extra time, possibly even penalties there.
I can see that as well. Maybe.
Yeah, I would favour Arsenal only because of what I said in the last match, last pod, where I feel like PSG played their final against Bayern Munich. So I feel like this one they won't turn up for it as much. So yeah,
maybe.
Have they finished their league yet, or is there still one more update? Is this their final weekend as well?
I think they finished now.
They finished it. They get basically 2 weeks. So that was also a bit of controversy. The fact that they get an extra week's rest on us for the final.
Yeah.
So yeah, their league's done.
But I feel like that sometimes might benefit you in the sense of you'll be slightly more sharper in terms of match fitness.
Yeah, maybe.
So, yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, I hope you're right, Omar. Hope you're right, inshallah. Dawg?
I reckon it'll be either 2-1 or 3-1 to PSG. I don't know. I feel like it's going to be one of those games where it'll be kind of close-ish, and then PSG will just go for the counter and they'll just score 2 quick goals in succession.
Maybe. I
Yeah.
guess the outcome depends on a couple of factors. If we have Urin Timber available, it was meant to be in training, so it was a bit surprising that he didn't make the bench at least versus Burnley. He looked like he was moving all right in celebrations last night, though, so that was good to see. But yeah, let's see if he can get some minutes against Palace, and then obviously he'll have Kvaratskhelia to defend against, which is no mean feat. I honestly think it comes down to whoever gets the first goal. I think if Arsenal get the first goal, we can kind of control the game in a very Arsenal sort of way, like what we saw in the Atleti match. I think if PSG get the first goal, it means we're having to chase, and that will just open up a lot of space for them. If we get the first goal, or if it's like a 0-0 extra time, then I see us like maybe a 1-0 in a set piece or something like that. If they get the first goal, then I see them maybe winning like a 2-1. But yeah, for me it's anyone's game. But just need to get that chance, man. But yeah, in some ways, because we won the league now, it's a bit of a free hit. And no matter what happens, the parade's been booked in for Sunday the 31st. So like, win or lose, like there's going to be a parade regardless. So
What's your heart saying? You reckon you're going to do it this year?
Heart is saying we're going to do it. Obviously, the momentum of winning the league will spur us to win the champs. But head is saying, nah, PSG, look at their firepower, look at Doué, look at Dembele. Apparently Dembele got injured as well, so I don't know if that's true.
It'll be so typical if you guys just win 1-0. No comes from the corner as well. That'll piss everybody off.
That'll be great.
Seriously, that would piss me off so much.
Danyaal will take any haram ball win, man.
Exactly,
It doesn't matter how bad it is.
Yeah, he was telling
On goal off someone.
On goal from set piece, yeah.
Exactly.
Did you stop getting bullied about not having any Champions Leagues under our belt?
And then you got to win more than one, by the way. So, just saying.
The first one, and it's all gravy, man. It's all gravy. What would have matched United 2008 double winners, right?
Nah, let's not go that far, please. Yeah, let's not do that. You know? That team actually won the league very convincingly, and by December, everyone's like, "Yeah, it's done." But please don't do that. Yeah, I mean, let's not ruin our friendship. It's been a really long season for you and me, hasn't it?
Man, I'm so glad we've got it done, man. Honestly, just relief, the stress that his team has put me through, man. It's aged me, man. No, man. Honestly, like until it's done, like
the only time I was like a bit like, whoa, was when I think it was at Savinho. He was making a run towards the Bournemouth goal, and I thought, oh shit, they might actually score. I saw how pissed off Haaland was. I'm like, fuck. Mad.
For sure. But yeah, man, just so glad we had that basically festival of joy yesterday at the Emirates. Long may it continue. Thank you guys. We are 20 minutes past midnight. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like the content. We love you for being with us, and we will chat to you after the Arsenal versus PSG game in a week's time. So thank you guys very much, and we'll talk to you very soon. Good night.